Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Commodores will kick it away to start us off. He's going to bring it out from deep. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Tulane's offense will take the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and anytime this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often. And he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes. So it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off.
Running toward the tape. Inside the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Trying to run, it's McClure. Headed to the end zone, and he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Green Wave. I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense has the ball for the first time. When you have a weapon like this on the outside and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
Fights off a defender. And the Commodores pick up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires complete. At midfield, he's got room. Off he goes. Inside the 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. that big play. They're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Commodores! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. The lone back's got it. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Quick pass on the fly motion. Across the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Quarterback checking the play. Comes out throwing on first down. Gets it out fast. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Green Wave!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Looking for a gap. It's Spencer. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Complete downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Gets open down the middle.
And that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws. They're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
They're trying to get to it. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They want to just keep throwing it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
The Commodores send out the punt unit. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding, just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. The option look. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. From the gun, to give, looking for room. That gives him 54 yards on the ground so far, and he looks to be well on his way to a 1,500-yard season. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. It's incomplete. Tried a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tulane! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by a field goal over Temple.
Wants to throw on 1st down.
For now,
Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too.
He lobs one high down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
All right, defense, it ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Crosses the 45. Still on his feet. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they got it at the 33. And the Commodores want to move quickly.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. Third down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
Getting some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab outside. It's Bell. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. It is perfect. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice.
Oh, look out! At the 30. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Green Wave!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35 to 10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
At the 45 on its way. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll go to the ground. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. They'll run it from the gun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. So after the first down run, here's second down. Right back to the well. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
29 Philly. Check. Unlock.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
On second down, looking again to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
You don't see a ton of wide receivers come in as true freshmen and just take over the game and be the best player on the field. Man, he's done that as a true freshman. It's been amazing to watch, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy hunt as a receiver, which is not a normal thing. So it kind of shows you what kind of potential he has. He can win it as a freshman. He can win it as a sophomore. Shoot, he can win it as a junior. This guy has unbelievable talent.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. How about that alert play for the defense to scoop it up? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. To the ground with the back. At the 10, he's got room. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll put it in play from their own 12-yard line, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Lincoln. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the right. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback, he's got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Got his man down the middle. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Receivers telling the quarterbacks what they see. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Nashville as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. Touchdown, Tulane! And the punishment has been extended. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to ULM. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On second down, they'll take to the air. With the catch, it's Coleman. Tackled immediately after the catch. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Now on the option. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Heel off one deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the pummeling has started. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. No shot to return that one. Get out of the back of the end zone. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Gonna run it. It's Spencer. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Here on second and short. The give to the single back. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Barrett. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Got his man downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Doors!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Second down coming up. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackled, but he has a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Power football with the run. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Caught near the sticks. It's McClure. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Quarterback checking off. Going up top on first down. Got him downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. And they did right there.
Motion from the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. It's complete. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So an 82-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're working that left side. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Just a few. This offense has a 2nd down play. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd down, going up top. Finds his target down the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. Oh, he missed it. No good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer. Instead, they're still way, way behind. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller
Makes the catch down the right side. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll leave it with him. Open space at the 25. They find him. Around with a big running play, moves the change for the 1st down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
And they'll finally get him down. Big pickup. He's now up to 104 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tulane! And the stomping has commenced. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Cox.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Stanford. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that. Know when it goes final. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Spencer. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Unloads to the wideout. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. He'll set up to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They'll give it to the back. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. Oh, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Ready to fire from the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. Pushing ahead, a tough run. Picks up 4. It's down to 15. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Vanderbilt!
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Going for the return. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, if you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw on second down. Quick completion on the out route. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Feeling some heat. Trying to find his man in the middle. And he's got it inside the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
He'll toss it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Green Wave! And the beatdown has ensued. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. And he throws another interception. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Green Wave. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah,
He's loose down the left side. The 30, at the 20. take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. That's the way coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you get destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team... points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. A 3rd and long coming up here. He wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. Put it over the 30. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. A new set of downs after the completion.
Cricket.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Across the 45. And he breaks into the open. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
Spider. 4-2.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he tacks on the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team, everybody. Lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say that.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Bell. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. One more play to pad the stats. They'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. Fires into a world of traffic and it's picked off. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.